Hi everybody, this is Soumya and today I'm going to talk about how to identify our automatic thoughts. So we know that CBT uses cognitive model which states that interpretation of a situation influences our subsequent emotion, physiological response and behavior. And these interpretations are expressed in automatic thoughts. Now we know that some events are there which are universally upsetting. Everybody gets upset on some events like death of a loved one or something like that. But people with psychological disorder or any kind of distress, they usually misinterpret every situation, even neutral situation or even positive situations, because their automatic thoughts are biased. So we need to identify them and we need to correct them, evaluate them. When they critically examine the automatic thoughts, then they feel much better. So as a CBT therapist, what we are supposed to do is we need to make them critically examine their automatic thoughts. Let's take an example. There are two students. One of them is in distress and another one is normal. He has no stress, no tension. So they are reading the same text, same book. And both are not completely getting it. And both of them, they experience an automatic thought that I'll not be able to get it. This is so difficult. And they slightly feel anxious. So the person who has no distress, he will do a reality check spontaneously. That okay, maybe I'm not completely getting it, but let me reread it again. Maybe I'll understand it. So he will do something like that. He will do a reality check. And another person, another student who is in distress, he will not do any kind of reality check. He will continue to think that I'm not going to understand it. So this is what our automatic thoughts do with us. And when you do a reality check, you can evaluate them and you can understand that, okay, it's not completely the right thing. Okay, it's just a thought. It's not the reality. So always do the reality check. So now there are, automatic thought is an experience common to everybody. It's not peculiar to people with psychological disorder. Most of the time, we are not aware of the thoughts, aware of these automatic thoughts. And although with a little training, we can bring these thoughts into consciousness. It's always there that people with psychological disorder, they don't understand it. They continue to believe in the automatic thoughts. When we understand our automatic thoughts, when we identify them, then we can do a reality check, which will make us feel better. But people with psychological disorder, they continue to believe in their automatic thoughts. So it's important for them to seek a therapist. It's very important for them. But people with a little stress, normal daily life hassles, they can make use of this technique that just identify your automatic thought and do a reality check. You also have to focus on your core beliefs. When we evaluate our thoughts in a structured and conscious way, then we definitely feel better. So critical examination of automatic thoughts is very important. And our automatic thoughts are always predictable when we know the core beliefs. When we know the core beliefs of the client, then we know that what kind of automatic thoughts he's going to have. The person who wants to identify his automatic thought, he must know what his core beliefs are, because they are going to shape his automatic thoughts. And every emotion we feel, we understand very easily what emotion we are feeling. We are feeling guilty, embarrassment, whether we are sad, happy, whatever, even angry. We understand it very easily. But it's always an automatic thought associated with that emotion, which is creating that emotion in us. So whenever you have any kind of emotion, like you are feeling very upset, you are very angry, frustrated, you are simply not feeling good, you are not feeling well, then always ask yourself, what is going through my mind? Then note it down. Always note it down. What is your automatic thought? So that automatic thought is creating that sadness in you. So note it down and do a reality check. Examine that, critically examine that if the thought is really correct. If that automatic thought is really the true one. Sometimes there are some automatic thoughts which are accurate, but the conclusion that the person draws is not correct. Okay, for example, we can take an example that there is a person who made a promise, but he couldn't do it because of any reason. And now he feels, okay, that thought is correct. If he's feeling that, if he's thinking that, I made a promise and I couldn't do it. So that thought is correct, that is accurate. But the conclusion he is drawing from it is not correct. He's thinking that, okay, I'm a terrible person. If I can't keep my promise, then I'm a terrible person. But this is not the case. If you can't keep your promise, that doesn't make you a terrible person or a bad person. So you don't have to be upset about that. Okay, there could be any reason. Sometimes there are reasons that you can't fulfill your promise, but it doesn't make you terrible. So always do a reality check. Always critically examine your automatic thought. Maybe that thought is correct. That thought is accurate. But the conclusion you are drawing from it, it should be correct. It should be corrected. So just critically examine that. Now there is another type of automatic thought which is valid, but it is dysfunctional. For example, a night before an exam, a student is studying. And now he's thinking that, okay, I only have one night and it will take it will take hours to finish this text, to finish my book or my syllabus, whatever. Now he will keep thinking, okay, this thought is correct, this thought is valid, that he will take long hours to finish the task. But he's continuously thinking that, okay, I'm not going to make it, it will take hours. And what will it do? This thought is dysfunctional because it will decrease his concentration and motivation. So what he has to do is, he only should focus on completing the task, on finishing the task. But instead of that, he's only thinking that it will take hours, I'm not going to make it. But if he will stop thinking that and concentrate on his task, at least half of it he will finish. Okay, so that's the case. Sometimes the automatic thought is valid, but it is dysfunctional. If the thought is dysfunctional, then stop thinking about that. Okay, think that, okay, this is valid, but let me just do whatever I have to do, what I'm supposed to do. So concentration, motivation, these things are also affected by your automatic thoughts. So always focus on them, do a reality check. It's not that they are valid or they are accurate, so you should only believe on them. No, you should only focus on your task, which will make you feel better. So with a little training, we can do it. We can evaluate your automatic thoughts. Sometimes you need a therapist. If you have a severe condition, then you can seek your therapist. You can ask your therapist, and the CBT therapist will help you in that, critically examining your automatic thoughts. But if you have simple problems, and like in this situation when social distancing is required, you can't go to a therapist or you don't want to talk to anybody, just simply do it on your own. You can do it. Just do a reality check. Whenever you have a thought, automatic thought, just do a reality check. Whenever you feel upset, just ask yourself, what is going through my mind? Or what is going through your mind? If you are, talking to somebody, if you are a therapist or you are talking to your client, then ask him all the time. He gets upset. What is going through your mind? So that is his automatic thought. Note it down and work on it. So that's what you need to do as a CBT therapist. So do a reality check always. And there could be lot of issues in your life. Sometimes people think that, okay, my girlfriend or my boyfriend left me, so I'm not a good person. I'm good for nothing. So it's not the case. If somebody has some reasons to leave you, it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you unattractive, or it doesn't make you incompetent. If you didn't get a job, somebody gets a job, you didn't get a job, it doesn't mean that you are incompetent. It's just your automatic thought, which is making you believe that, okay, I didn't get it, so I'm not good. I'm not good enough. But it's not always the case. So always focus on these things. Always focus on your automatic thoughts. Even if they are valid, even if they are accurate, always think that if they are dysfunctional, always do a reality check. If my thought is dysfunctional, if the conclusion I'm making from the thought, conclusion I'm drawing is correct or not. So when you do it, then you feel better. So do it on your own, and with a little training, it will be helpful. You will easily do it. So lastly, I would say that adaptively responding to your thoughts and identifying your thoughts and adaptively responding to them, do a reality check, evaluating them, it will definitely make you feel better. It will affect your mood and behavior and physiological response. So it will be very helpful. And CBT focuses on this thing. CBT is all about this. So just do it, make use of it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. You understood it completely. So thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, then give it a thumbs up and please share. Thank you.